Hey, I am going to give you an update. So, let's finish off this card. I make cards for my family and friends. I really want to use up my card making stuff, because I really want to restock, but I have quite a lot to use up. So let's get started. Because of my cerebral palsy, one of my difficulties is eating and drinking. From the age of 6 months to 4 years old, I had a NG tube, which is a tube that goes up your nose and down into your stomach. Then, ready to start mainstream primary school, I had a permanent tube fitted, which is called a peg. A peg goes straight into the stomach by a hole in your stomach. I had it changed every 3 to 5 years. No trouble whatsoever. Yeah, I did try a different sort, but it wasn't right for me. But then in November 2016, I started to get something that I had never had before. I couldn't straighten up because the tube felt like it was caught up on something inside my stomach, so the GP sent me to hospital. I was in there for 3 weeks, but they couldn't find anything. And also the pain went after 1 or 2 days of being in there. The rest of the time was because I felt so sick all of the time, so they sorted out my medication while I was in there. Then the following February, 2017, I had the tube changed, which was good. For the next 4.5 years I had a few bouts of that pain, but we left it. Then it started to ooze gunk from the site, so we asked for some advice. So we started to get some dressings to put over the site, which was fine for a year, and then I started to get infections in the site. We were managing it well for 6 months. Then June or July, I went into hospital for a week with an infection which made me unwell. I had like an abscess while I was in. It grew over 2 hours and then it popped. There was so much stuff oozing out of it. We thought that it was something wrong with my tube as I was on my feed. But when we looked, it was the abscess. Ever since that I have a skin tag there, which haven't even got any smaller. Then we were managing it again, but also I had a follow-up appointment with the team. OMG, that appointment, I will not forget it. The consultant said that I need to lose weight. But even the nutrition nurse could not believe that they just said that. So the community dietitian sat with us and sorted out my feeding routine. Let's jump forward to April this year. I had a major infection again, so sat 1D from 4:30 p.m. to 9, where they took bloods then. Then we had to wait an hour for the results to come back. But then not all of them were back. The doctor came in and said that he might just send me home as the results weren't that bad, so we still waited for the others to come back. He came back in and sat down on the bed and said, "How the earth are you still sitting here with a smile on your face?" My infection markers were through the roof. I was admitted for IV antibiotics, and I saw a consultant, and I said to them that when we did the infant summer rotation, I felt something popped, but he basically didn't believe me. I was in there for 9 days on IV antibiotics. I carried on with antibiotics, but I kept feeling sick within an hour, but I managed to take the whole course. I finished them on the 17th. On the 24th I was still unwell, so I went to the GP, who swapped my tube site and put out another lot of antibiotics. 27th we got them, took them that day fine, but then the next day, literally, exactly an hour after taking them, I was sick. So we phoned 111 for some advice, who suggested to go to A&E, but we said that it is unfair for me to sit there for hours on end, so we went to the out-of-hours GP, who said that I needed to get some fluids into me, so we got to A&E at 12:30 at night. We waiting for results and that. We finally saw the doctor at 6 a.m., 29th of April, who said that they were going to admit me. At lunchtime I finally got onto a ward. The next day I saw a consultant who I know. We talked about what's happening, and then they gave me a few options to think about. Option 1 is they would give me a new tube, but I might still get the infections. Option 2 is to take it out completely, but if can't get on with it, then they will put one back in. But I absolutely, without a doubt, I know that I don't drink enough, but I have never have, so I am worried about option 2. So, later that day I was moved to another ward, and I found it so funny that I was in the same room as I was in at the start of April. I saw that consultant again on the 7th of May. I saw the week before, and I said to her that I have been thinking about the options. I would like to have my tube changed because I don't drink enough. Her reply was, just try different techniques for drinking when you're better. But that day I came home, and I couldn't believe how well I felt the last time I came home. So that is it for this video today, but I will keep you updated on this situation. I will be bringing another video out soon with my latest interest for you to see. Even though I have involuntary movements, I am still able to play and build with Lego. So I want to show you how I do it. Thanks for watching, and watch out for the next video. Bye.